Welcome back to the Oceanears Travel Show another week.
Oh my gosh.
Not just another week. Week 2.
Yes. Second week into the new year. How are you guys doing on your resolutions? I purposely didn't make any.
I don't have it yet. My resolution is to travel.
Yeah, travel more.
And we're doing that.
Yeah, let's do it.
So
let's go. Bye.
Week 2, show 2. So kind of like the old Netflix DVDs that they had. Season 1, disc 1.
We're disc 2.
This disc 2, episode 2.
B-side or A-side?
I don't know. I don't remember how they did that back in the day. Yes, DVDs were a thing for you young whippersnappers out there.
Have you actually seen now, like, Best Buys are taking all of the media off the shelves? All of it. I mean, really, who buys them? But
when was the last time you bought a DVD? I know some people still do, but when was the last time you watched a physical DVD?
I cannot tell you the last time I purchased or bought or did anything with
even
a DVD.
Watched one, period. Not even purchased, just watched one. When was the last time?
Yeah, I can't remember.
I guarantee you for me it's been 5 years, 6, 7 years.
Yeah, probably.
12 years.
We used to in our house have a big wall of nothing but DVDs. And, we had a huge collection and we were very proud of it. And then
streaming took over.
It just kind of went away. So now our local used DVD media place has all of them or had all of them.
Apparently somebody still buys them because they still make them in masses. But
well, yeah, they still make DVD players, but
let us know out there in the comments who out there still watches DVDs.
Yep.
No,
we would like to know.
Just curious.
Anybody still have a VHS player in their house?
No, I don't have one of those either. Do you have a VCR, a video cassette recorder?
Oh, ooh.
Do people even have iPods anymore? Are iPods even a thing?
I don't think so. How about a desktop computer with like the big, huge monitor?
No,
Anybody?
We have a desktop, but it's not a big, huge monitor.
No, like people may blow their mind. You used to have like a big, huge monitor and then the tower that went with it.
Yeah,
and then
the tower and the monitor was separate. Now it's all just built into the monitor.
Oh, how technology comes and goes.
It does, doesn't it?
And
Speaking
quickly,
of technology, new camera today. I don't know.
How do I look in 4K?
Let me know if this looks any better. I don't know if it's 4K or not, but we'll see.
Is my stash coming in?
Yes. Is mine?
Miraculously, yes. Yours is pristine and
very... Ow! Yes, that just happened. I've got a nice beard.
Yeah, the beard is coming along nice.
I'm practicing for Santa for next year.
All right.
Ooh.
So we're going to jump on into some stuff this week. This is mostly a Disney kind of news show.
Yes.
So we've got a few things to cover today.
So hit us off with the first news story. Let us know. What do you got there, Robin?
Well, the first thing I've got is kind of going back off of something we talked about last week. Over on Disney Cruise Line, I told you that they had done some changing to their Oceanears Club.
Right.
Changing their ages of which they allow kids to come in.
Age groups that
they changed their age groups,
which ticked a lot of people off.
It did. It really kind of made people upset because things have been a certain way for so long. People had made plans based on those, the way things were, and now they've got an abrupt change. I also found some interesting stuff this week when I kind of went down a loophole that maybe I shouldn't have went down.
Did you fall in a rabbit hole?
I fell in a rabbit hole. Anyway.
That's easy to do online. If
on
you look
internet.
for it, you will find the negativity online.
Yes. So I found one reason that Disney decided to change the way they do their kids' clubs.
Oh, do tell. I am most intrigued.
Yes, that is because, unfortunately, there had been inappropriate contact between older children and younger children.
Wait, what?
Yes.
Repeat that?
There had been inappropriate contact between older children and younger children.
Now, was this recently or?
Yes. There have been several instances Some of them have been reported through national media. Some of them have not. But yes, if you go on some of the message boards, you will find people that have complained about older kids holding younger kids down and doing inappropriate things to them. You will also see where, staffing is not usually adequate enough to keep all eyes on all kids at all times. Which, there's probably a ratio of how many kids to how many counselors.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say, because most of the cruises that we've been on, there's actually been times where we've taken our kid to the kids club and they said, sorry, we're full.
Yes.
So shouldn't that be based on a ratio of kid to supervision?
And I think it is. I think what you have
apparently it's not high enough.
What you have in the Disney Oceaneers Lab or the club is you have a big area with several different rooms that kids can go into and play. Now, this whole area is supervised and closed off from any outside people coming in. But in that room, the kids are just allowed to do whatever they want, wherever they want within the space.
I got you.
There's dedicated bathrooms for the kids in that space. And I guess that at certain times, kids have, held other kids down and done things. And, it's not been necessarily caught.
Is this a mass problem, or is this a one-off, two-off type situation? I mean, obviously, we're not bashing Disney Cruise Lines here. Stuff happens everywhere. Crime happens everywhere.
Yes, and that's why I said I went down the rabbit hole, and I really probably shouldn't have, because I found instances where not only on Disney Cruise Line, but on Celebrity Cruise Line, on other cruise line where...
Well, yeah, I'm sure that it happens on all of them.
Was not necessarily kids doing things to other kids, but counselors doing things to kids.
Okay, well, that's a different scenario and a different story when it's staff. I mean...
yeah, so, like I said, you can go down the rabbit hole and find all kinds of crap that you just probably...
Were people charged? Were people arrested? And
yeah, I mean, there have been things done to people that have done bad things, like there should have been.
Okay, this is not bashing cruise lines, because this type of abuse and crimes happen in daycares. They happen They happen everywhere. It's not just a cruise issue.
Correct.
So we're not bashing the cruise lines here, but this is the reason why they have divided up the classes.
Yes, which has created another problem entirely. Some people have said that and this goes across multiple ships, multiple sailings, so it's not just one person telling me this. You have the 3 to 10-year-olds that are only allowed in the Oceaneers group now. We know that. You also have the 3 to 4-year-olds that are given structured activities. Not only are they given structured activities, they are given separate space away from everything else. So the 3 to 4-year-olds are not mingling at all with the 5 to 10-year-olds.
Well, it seems like this problem, too, could have been resolved just by more staff and more supervision.
Yes. Maybe. And maybe they've done both. Maybe they've put more supervision and more staff in there, but then they've already separated the youngest of the kids. And I don't know if that's because some research shows that kids, have to be a certain age before they've realized what's going on and they can kind of protect themselves some more, or, tell a authority figure that this is not appropriate.
I don't know. I honestly had never even thought about that being an issue on cruise ships, but apparently, just like everywhere else, you really aren't safe anywhere. I mean, you still are ultimately responsible for your own safety and your safety of your kids. So, just everybody watch out there.
I am not
Stranger
trying
danger
to do this to deter anyone from using any of the kids clubs, because I think they're all fantastic, overall. And I kind of agree that this change probably did need to happen, because this is the only cruise line that had a mass cruise area for the kids 3 to 12 years old at one point before this change was made. Do I think a 3-year-old and a 12-year-old need to be in the same room if they're not related? Probably not. And
But
that's
but
why
how do you do that and just let related ones together? And you can't.
You can't. So, that was another issue that now, if you've got a 4-year-old and a 6-year-old, they can no longer play together on the Disney cruise in the kids club.
Well, people have a tendency to, when they go on vacation, or especially when they go on cruises, they think, I'm at sea, nothing bad can happen. Everybody's safe here. And that's just not the case. Crime can happen anywhere. Yes, cruising is safer than most, but crime and, there's danger everywhere.
I'm in danger.
There's that everywhere.
There's bad people everywhere, and you're never going to completely escape them.
No.
You just have to do the best that you can for your family. We've been cruising since Elena. Well, we've been cruising a long time, but we've been cruising with our child since she was 18 months old.
Yeah.
And she's been in kids club since she was potty trained, essentially 3 years old. And we've never had an issue. Of course, we've done mostly Royal Caribbean cruises and had her in kids club. So they are a little bit different, split up a little bit different. So we've never had to really worry about her being with someone older. And all of the camp counselors and stuff like that have been absolutely fantastic. But
just a note to self, be aware and stay vigilant wherever you are.
Every parent needs to have the conversation with their child when they get a little bit older. And 3-4 years old is old enough to understand that, nobody touches you here. Let mommy and daddy know, that type of thing. That's just common sense to, start talking to your kids.
But also parents, you need to be aware of your safety, your kids' safety, not just on the ship, but in ports too. So just because you're on vacation doesn't mean that you're completely safe and, everybody wants to let loose, but you still need to be aware and watch out for yourself.
Yes. All right.
Let's move on. That's a downer.
Let's get into some
good news?
Less depressing news.
Do we have any good news?
Yes, we do have some good news. Okay, so going over to Walt Disney World in Florida, this is new.
Dun, dun, dun.
For the first time in forever, you no longer need a park reservation. For the first time in forever, I can park up all day. Hey, I just kind of made that up.
That was not bad.
That was not bad at all. For the first time in forever, you no longer need a park reservation.
That is fantastic.
Hallelujah.
That is fantastic.
Hallelujah.
That is awesome.
I know. So if you've been under a rock, we had the pandemic in 2020 and crap just went
The world fell apart, which we just got rid of the last of the...
And Disney World completely closed for a while. And when they reopened, you had to have a reservation to go to the park.
We just now used the last of the pandemic
toilet paper
reserves. Spaghetti sauce. Ramen.
So now you don't have to do that. Now we've gotten used to doing this for 4 years now. Everything's been a certain way. And once you get into a groove, it's hard to get out of it.
So now you just, explain this to me. When you buy your ticket, you used to have to put a date that you were going. You don't have to do that anymore. You just buy a ticket.
You just buy a ticket now.
And go whenever you want.
Just before, it was dated tickets. So these are still dated tickets. So if you're going to Disney World from June the 3rd through June the 15th, then you do not have to make any reservations for that period of time. You can just go whichever park you would like to go to whenever you'd like to go.
I never really understood the reservations anyway. Why didn't you just sell a certain number of tickets for a certain number of days and leave it at that?
Well, because when you make those dated reservations, you have to decide what park you're going to go to every day.
But whatever. If you've got 20,000 tickets available for Epcot that day, sell 20,000 tickets and stop. Then you don't need the reservation system anyway. Yeah. Problem solved.
But people don't normally make their reservation just for Epcot. It's the same essential thing.
Okay.
But if you're going to be there for 15 days, do you know exactly what day you want to go to Epcot? You don't have to figure that out now.
Every day. I want to go every day. Epcot is my park of choice. Didn't used to be, but it is now. Guardians is fantastic.
The food.
The food. Epcot's for me. Maybe I'm just getting older, but Epcot's my jam.
Soarin's your favorite.
I love Soarin'.
But yeah, so no need to make a reservation to be in a park.
Well, that's good news. That's great.
If you are a Disney Pass holder, there are a little bit different things for you. Go to the Disney Pass holder website. You'll be able to see.
Well, that's the in-state pass holders. Out-of-state pass holders don't have any blackout
Don't
dates,
have
right?
blackout dates,
So
period.
you can just go whenever.
Pretty much, yes.
But they don't have to make reservations either.
No.
Okay, cool.
So, yeah, no blackout dates for the Credit Pass, I guess is what it's called.
All right. What else we got?
Okay, so with that being said, park hopping is also coming back to full days. You no longer have to wait until 2 p.m.
Good.
to park hop, which is going to make some people's life a whole lot easier. Especially if you are hopping into Epcot or hopping into Magic Kingdom. Everybody knows that we still have virtual queues going on over at Guardians and at Tron. Those happen at 1 p.m. each day. So previously, if you wanted to ride those rides and you were park hopping in, you couldn't because you couldn't get there before 1 o'clock.
Right.
Now you can. So as long as you are in the park by 1 p.m., you can grab a virtual queue for Tron or for Guardians if you're in those specific
That's
parks.
good. Let's get rid of that crap.
Yes.
Not a fan.
I have no idea when virtual queues will be going away for either of those rides.
It will, though. I mean, it went away for
Rise. It went away for Rise.
It's just a matter of time.
Yes.
So
the individual
I personally
lightning
kind
lanes,
of like the virtual queues because you can ride it twice. If you get the
You
virtual
can.
queue and then purchase it, you're guaranteed to ride it twice
Yeah, you can.
without standing in long lines 2 times. So
Right.
I'm a fan.
Yeah, I don't mind the virtual queues either. It's a little bit of pain.
Of course, we usually purchase those 2 rides also.
to get up and to finagle the virtual queue at 7 a.m.
Is a pain.
I've also had success at getting things at 1. So,
Question for you.
yeah,
Side note, little clip note here. Guardians or Tron? Which one's better?
Guardians.
I agree. Tron's great.
Tron's great.
So
It's just,
short.
yeah. If it wasn't for the shortness of the ride, it might get a few more points.
Tron's great, though.
Tron is wonderful.
But it really needed to be 30, 45 seconds
It's
longer.
not even number 2 on my list.
No, it definitely needed to be longer.
Which we need to do an updated best of Walt Disney World now that Tron is open and we've experienced
Oh,
it.
yeah.
Because we've experienced everything else. And we hadn't
we did
experienced
that
Tron.
a long time ago.
We did. Probably back in,
We'll put that on the agenda.
yeah, the best of. We need to do that again.
Hmm.
So we've got the park hopping coming back. Another thing that's coming back,
Dun, dun, dun.
the dining plan.
Yes, the dining plan.
The dining plan. So time to, have your 1,000 snacks and your...
If nobody's ever purchased the dining plan, tell them what it is.
Okay, so basically you have 2 options at Walt Disney World in Florida to purchase a prepaid dining package. The first one is called the quick service dining plan. And basically it is what it says. It's the quick service locations that you can eat at your resort, around the park, wherever, Disney Springs. It's going to be your counter service, your burgers, your fries, your sandwiches. Cosmic Rays in Magic Kingdom is one. Pecos Bills. Over in Animal Kingdom, you've got
I'm getting hungry.
Restaurantosaurus is counter service. Flame Tree Barbecue is counter service. You get the gist. Okay, so anywhere that you can walk up to a counter, order, and receive your food, that is quick service. So you will get 2 quick service meals a day. You will get 1 snack per day. And the snacks, you can see them on any Disney menu board. They'll have a little purple square with it right next to the item, and you can purchase that as a snack.
The last time we did the dining plan, we ended up with so many snack credits left.
We were buying like bags of gummy bears.
I brought home a whole suitcase full of Disney candy
Yeah.
that we ended up throwing away 2 years later because it just never got ate. But
Back then, I think they gave you 2 snacks per day.
We couldn't
now
use
they
them
give
all.
you 1 because a lot of it was being wasted.
We couldn't use them all.
Yeah. Because you are going so much. And when you are active like that, you don't typically eat as much.
Especially not sweets and junk. And
Yeah. So back then it was a lot for us to even get the meals done, let alone the snacks.
Right.
But the quick service meal plan, you get 2 quick service meals, 1 snack, and then you get a beverage cup that's only good in your resort. So keep that in mind. You cannot take that to the park and refill it with drinks.
No, but we used them at the resort a lot.
Yeah, at your resort.
Matter of fact, we've still got one there.
We do. In your dining hall at your resort, there will be a bank of fountain drinks where you can go right up, fill your cup up, and take it back to your room, take it to the pool, eat there, whatever you want to do. So your quick service meals do also come with a drink. So if you're in the park, don't worry about not getting a drink. You will still be able to drink with your meal because it's included.
You just don't get the cup.
You just don't have the refillable cup.
There you go.
Yay?
Yay.
Yay?
So that's
Yay.
a good thing.
Yes.
Sounds like some things are getting back to normal.
Some things are trying to get back to normal. Also, the Disney dining plan, which is the elevated plan, it's going to include a quick service meal as well, but then your second meal is going to be table service.
Gotcha.
So that's any restaurant that you can go into and sit down where you have a waiter that will bring your food to you. That is table service. Now, some character dining meals are included in this package where previously they really weren't.
So what's the price of these?
Well, it just depends on your package.
Right.
It depends on your package. The difference between the two is, well, depending for like a family of 4, the difference between the two is probably going to be about $1,000 for a week.
Which, if you think about it, it's not terrible.
No, not terrible at all. So yeah. So it's a good thing to have. The snack also comes and you also get the refillable mug with that as well.
Okay.
Yeah.
For a family of 4, I mean, that's pretty good for them.
No, it's not bad. I've done some quotes recently for some families, and it's really where they were going to pay $3,700 for tickets and a room. They can add, and that's for like 6 nights. If they add the quick service dining plan, it was only like $850 more dollars.
Okay.
So if you think about not having to worry about where your food's coming from, $850 for 4 people for a week is a really good deal.
Yeah,
at Disney
considering
World.
that
Yeah.
if you go out to eat, I mean, for 4 people, you're dropping $100 a meal.
Easy. If not more.
Unless you just go to McDonald's or somewhere like that, which is fine.
Yes. But even a quick service
It's
meal
expensive.
is expensive.
Okay.
And so,
Well, those are back, and that's good news.
yes.
What else we got?
Well, hedging off of that, there are some deals now that you can apply to your Disney World vacation
Oh,
that-
deals. I like deals.
that have popped up. And I, have applied these to some of my, customers and got them really good deals and rebates and stuff. The first one that I'm going to say is the one that has come out just recently, and that is for our Disney Plus subscribers. If you have Disney Plus, they did a deal last year. Well, they have brought back a different deal this year, and it's free dining for Disney Plus people.
Oh, that's
Come on.
for new subscribers or for all existing?
No, if you have an existing Disney Plus account, you can dine for free in 2024
For the whole week or just for meals?
for meals.
Just certain meals.
No, if you have Disney Plus and you buy a certain package, which I'll go over here in a minute,
Nice.
your entire stay of meals will be included.
Well, who's going to Disney that doesn't have Disney Plus?
Exactly. I don't know who does.
I mean, those two are just, if you're a Disney fan, you have Disney Plus.
So with this package, you must have a 4-night, 4-day non-discounted hotel stay. Okay. There's some discounts out there for just hotel stays. Those do not apply in this case.
So talk to your travel agent to see which one's better, the meals or
We can
the
look
discount.
at and see. And for everyone that I've converted, it's been this Disney Plus plan
is better.
is better. Okay. It's saved them $600, $200, various amounts of money. You also must have at least a 4-day park hopper ticket with your stay. Okay. So the park hopper is
That's
non-negotiable.
something that you're purchasing anyway, though. If you're going to Disney and you're going to multiple parks, you're going to purchase the park hopper more often than not.
Yes. And so now it's out of sight, out of mind. You're going to have the tickets. You're going to have the room. And then you can choose which dining plan you want. You can do the quick service or the Disney dining plan.
Yeah, I mean, the park hopper, the great thing about those is, which we know from example, we were staying there at Art of Animation, and we hopped on the Skyliner just to go over to Hollywood Studios to ride Rock and Roller Coaster and rode back.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That's it. That's all we did.
That's it. That's true. We had the tickets. We could go whenever we want. And we said we were chilling at the hotel after dinner, and our day was over.
And it was like, let's go ride Rock and Roller Coaster.
Let's go. And so we did. Yeah. And we rode it 3 or 4 times before park closed.
Which was awesome.
It was awesome. Yeah.
And then I'll hop on the Skyliner and come right back.
Now, I will say
very convenient
that this deal for Disney Plus subscribers does not start until travel of July the 1st through September 30th. So that is a pretty short little window.
Yeah, but that's coming up really quick too, though.
Yes, very quick.
All right.
There's also a deal out right now for people that want to travel sooner with children. If you have children between the ages of 3 and 9, they can actually play and dine for 50% off. So that's still a pretty good deal. If you're planning on going sometime, around spring break or even Easter or Memorial Day or into the first part of the summer, we can look at that plan to see if that is best for you as well.
Well, sounds like you got it all. So if you're interested in any of these deals, we're going to take a real quick break. Head on over to oceanearstravel.com.
Fill out the contact form, and I will be with you.
Whether you're looking for Disney, Universal, cruising, really any kind of travel, but those are the main ones. Head on over to oceanearstravel.com, fill out the contact form. We'll be glad to get you a quote. It's absolutely free, just like subscribing to this channel is absolutely free.
It is.
Go ahead and hit that little button there. You know you want to.
Bing.
That button.
Bing.
Yeah, it's right there. It's right somewhere. Hit the button.
I don't know.
Hit the button.
Where's it at?
I don't know. I'm not good at finding the button. Hit the button. Hit the button. Hit the button. All right. We're back. Moving on.
What was that?
It's called Sugar Rush.
I should also mention that the Epcot International Festival of the Arts is coming up this week. It runs January 12th through February 19th. If you're interested in that, make sure to head over. I have seen some of the offerings, and there are a lot of new offerings.
Have we done
this year?
We've not done this one.
No, we have not.
It's the only one we've not done, isn't it?
We've not done. It runs into such a short window that it's, we just haven't been able to make it work to get down there.
It's the only one of the festivals we haven't done, and it's kind of the least popular of them for some reason.
Yeah. It's still really good. It's all Epcot festivals are wonderful.
Food.
But yes, it is the shortest lived. I mean, you've only got about a month and 4 or 5 days in order to enjoy this festival. So if it's on your list, be ready to head over there starting Friday.
Yep. Be glad to help you get there.
All right. We also want to mention there are some closures coming up. January, the wintertime, is always refurbishment country in Walt Disney World. Yes, it's true. A lot of rides go down for maintenance during this time of year. So I just want to announce a couple of big ones.
Well, it's their slower time of the year. It makes sense for them to do the maintenance when the crowds are down.
Yes. A couple of things that you might just want to know of if you're planning on going to Disney World in the month of January. Kali River Rapids is going to be down starting the 8th.
Probably too cold anyway.
Yeah, I mean, riding
even in Florida,
the water rides, whatever. So it has a pretty good long scheduled maintenance, but it'll be up before you know it. Big Thunder Mountain is going down January 16th through the 20th. So that is a pretty...
It's very short, though. It's only 4 days.
Yes.
I mean...
But some people will get all bent out of shape because I love this ride. This is why I come. And I need some compensation. There's a Karen everywhere you turn.
I do love that ride, though.
Frozen Ever After will be going down on January 24th, but it looks like it's just a one-day refurbishment. So it should not be impact you much at all.
People just got to get over this stuff. These parks are open year round and packed year round. Even when they're slow, they're busy.
Yes.
They have to do it at some point, and it's for safety.
They do. And the big one that we don't yet know is Rock and Roller Coaster.
It just went down last year.
I know.
For a
She's
long
going
time.
down on January 8th, which was Monday. We don't know what's happening to her. She went down last year for an extended period of time, and we thought she was getting rethemed, but she didn't. And now we've got another scheduled downtime with a to be determined date.
We discussed
and
this
we don't know,
depth when it went down last year.
We don't know what's going on here again. So as soon as I hear anything, I'll let you guys know. But
it seems like a retheme is due for that to a property that Disney owns. Why not? Why not? Why not retheme it to something you already own? Cars, for example.
Yeah. I mean, there's several different options that you could do.
Well, you've got the Lightning McQueen Racing Academy right there by it. Yeah. Retheme it as a Cars roller coaster. It's perfect. You don't have to do nothing. It's there.
Yeah. They could do that fairly easily. But like I said, we don't know. So we'll have to let you know as soon as we know something, and we sure will come to you.
So
also the Skyliner. The Skyliner goes down just about every January. They have to refurb that one.
Was going down about every day at one point in time.
It was. But it is scheduled for a refurbishment the mid to latter part of January. And these will be in rolling sections.
Gotcha.
So the whole Skyliner will not go down at once, but the Caribbean Beach to Hollywood Studios will go down. And then when it comes back up, the Caribbean Beach to Epcot will go down.
Adding any kind of more stops on the Skyliner? Are they going to extend this into the other parks? I know it goes to Epcot and Hollywood. Any thoughts about extending it into Magic Kingdom or into...
There have been talks
Animal Kingdom
of making other tracks of the Skyliner, making other areas.
Really cheap to do these.
Nothing has been set in stone for that as of yet.
Yeah, I would love to see that happen.
Because you have
I would really love to see the monorail, but that's never going to happen. But
I know. The monorail's awesome. But I think you could do something...
You could do the Skyliner. It's a whole lot more affordable.
Animal Kingdom area, probably fairly easy with, Animal Kingdom Lodge, and probably the All-Stars are right there.
And tie some more hotels into it maybe too. Okay.
Yay.
What else we got?
That's it, really. As always, if you're going to Disney World in this time of year, you might want to check with your hotel and resort and see if there's any refurbishments at your resort. A lot of the pools will go down this time of year for refurbishment, so you might just want to double check before you go or before you make that reservation. If you're working with a travel agent, that should be something that they will let you know ahead of time, so you can make alternate plans if you wish. But yeah, don't forget, to like this video, subscribe if you're listening to us on the podcast, give us a review.
If you're listening on the podcast, please leave some reviews. Those really help tremendously. There's a lot of people out there listening, but not a lot of people have left reviews, and that really helps us move up the ranks in Apple and Spotify. So if you're listening, take 2 seconds, just give it a 5-star, check, thumbs up, whatever.
Yeah, we'd love that.
Go ahead and click the like and subscribe button. It costs you nothing and helps us tremendously. We appreciate that very much.
If you're into cruising, visit our Amazon store. We have lots of merch there that you can purchase if you're going on a cruise real soon. I'm going to be starting some different things for theme parks as well. Doing some fashion and stuff too coming up. We are 3 weeks left until Icon of the Seas. So if you're looking forward to the content there,
checking off the days,
make sure that you are...
There's going to be a
socialized
ton of Icon content
on all our medias so that we can bring you all of that information.
It's a whole lot easier doing cruise content than theme park content because you're on there for the whole week. So there's going to be a ton of cruise content coming your way.
Again, we're glad you're here with us. We look forward to seeing you guys next week. Until then, we'll see you later.
Bye.
Bye. Arrivederci.
There's your arrivederci again. Oh. All right, guys. See you later. Bye. I don't know what she just did, but she just scared the bejesus out of me.